I am here to do another reading. I just finished, not just, I had a client call meeting, but a Zoom call meeting with my group coaching call I do every Wednesday at 1 p.m. And then, sorry about that, just adjusting my IG while I'm here on YouTube as well. Uh, had Reiki client before then. So now I have a moment to read poem 28. If you're new here, I read the Tao Te Ching, the parent version, and then the original. I read this one here first, just to give us a little glimpse of the ancient wisdom that can be used for modern day parenting, which sometimes seems like a far stretch given how busy modern day parenting is and all of the things that are happening in the world. But trust me when I say there's this wonderful balance that you can start to cultivate in yourself, which brings a lot of peace and a lot of calm um, in a very energetic way and subconscious way once you continue to hone in on some of this incredible wisdom. So I'm going to read chapter or poem 28. Again, first from the original, and then I'll read the parents' modern day parenting version of it. All right. And then of course, I provide my own insights. Poem 28. Know the masculine, but stay feminine and become a stream for the world. If you embrace the world, the Tao will never leave you, and you will become like a little child. No clarity, but stay in the dark, and you will be a model for the world. If you are a model for the world, the Tao within you will grow stronger, and you will return whole to your eternal beginning. Meet the honorable, but do not shun the dishonorable. Embrace the world as it is. If you embrace the world with compassion, then your virtue will return to you in the uncarved block. The wood block is carved into tools by carving holes in the wood. The teacher uses the utensils, but prefers to keep the block for its unlimited possibilities. Great works do not imply discarding substance. All right. Some of that got a little esoteric afterwards. Okay, a little like, woo. But this is why I read this one as well, because sometimes we need it in plain language, some of the concepts, so that we can really apply it to parenting. So I'm going to read poem 28. Again, this is by William Martin, and it is titled Transforming the World. The world insists on achievement and progress, and it is full of enmity and strife. Can you see all this and still help your children maintain their trust and hope and peace? Can you accept the world as it is, yet live according to a different standard? Can you let your children see a way of living that transforms, heals, nurtures, and loves? Okay, so much here. I'm gonna read William Martin's insights, and then I'll share as well. If you complain about politics and gripe about taxes and stew about the sorry state of things, your children will learn to whine instead of laugh. If you can see in every moment a chance to live and to accept and to appreciate, your children will transform the world. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. And how timely, given the state of the world and things that are happening with not only politics, both in Canada and the US, but also some of the discoveries that have been made recently with some very influential people, disturbing discoveries. So I think it's really can be really difficult, especially if you get really negatively impacted by stuff that's been going on in the world, it can be really difficult to not be worried about, raising children in this day and age, whether even if it's AI that you're worried about or, jobs that may not be available when they get older. Like there's just so much. And I really, this is again so timely because it's a fine line to balance between understanding what's happening in the world without being consumed by it and then having that fall into your family life and things that you're trying to instill with your kids. And in fact, what I really the the line, there's so many lines in here, but the one line that really stands out for to me the most is, can you accept the world as it is, yet live according to a different standard? That is through and through what can help you bridge the gap between, how you were parented and how you'd like to be parented, how the world is going right now and what you'd like to see happen in your own family and the future you want to create for your family. If you can start to, that fine line that I was talking about, if you can start to understand where it is for you. Okay, so for example, lots going on in the world, sometimes just turning off the TV, um, you know, doing a detox from social media or whatever it takes for you, or not being in social circles or conversations that talk about some of the negative stuff that is happening in the world, very real stuff. Um, and if you can uh, give yourself a break from that, that will help your central nervous system. We talked about this, your autonomic nervous system. I actually just did a reel not too long ago about this, 3 things to help reset your system, because it's important that, yes, you want to have an understanding of what's going on without being consumed by it so that you can show up as a really empowered parent. Because if you don't do that, you're going to end up showing up as a parent coming from a place of fear, worry, which is understandable, but it's not a very powerful way to show up as a parent for your kid. So you want to help them see um, what kind of world they can create and they can live in. They can help to make happen because they are the future generation. And of course, um, when developmentally appropriate, to share some stuff that's going on in the world, but not overwhelm them, because for a lot of adults, that's very over consuming and very negatively impacting our autonomic nervous system. We don't want to do that with the kids. We want them to be able to feel safe in the world, and also be smart, but be safe. Okay. So lots to be said there. If you have any questions, or if you feel like this is something that you want to discuss a little bit more, see how it applies to your particular family or something that's been going on with your kids, book a free call with me. I got 15, 20-minute calls that I offer to parents, because I know it can be tough out there, and it's a great way for you to have some peace of mind and be supported. All right, take what you will from these. Do your best, and remember that I'm always here to support. Have a great day. Bye for now.